I live on a 35-acre property in rural Washington. Gorgeous place. Pine trees, river, wildlife, the whole works. The only way to reach my property is by a private steel bridge I built myself 10 years ago. It spans a fast-moving river, and without it, you're hiking 7 miles through dense woods. Now next door is a new gated community run by, you guessed it, a very entitled HOA, complete with the Queen herself, Karen McIntyre, the HOA president. This woman is the kind of person who thinks everything she sees belongs to her. She once left a note on my truck for violating HOA color guidelines. Ma'am, I don't live in your subdivision. Things stayed annoying but tolerable until the HOA decided they wanted my bridge. The setup. It all started when Karen called me, pretending to be sweet. "Oh, hi, just wondering if our residents can use your bridge during construction on our road." Their road was being repaved. I said no, politely but firmly. Liability, traffic, and the fact that I built and maintained the bridge myself. It's not public, and I had already seen their kids tearing up my trails on dirt bikes. Next thing I know, there's a letter on my door. Per HOA Ordinance 14.6, we are designating the bridge as an emergency access route for community safety. Effective immediately. "Excuse me," I called the sheriff. He laughed and said they can't do that. But the next morning I found a padlock and chain on my gate, replaced with a new one, with their logo on it. They literally seized the only access to my land. The trap they set for themselves. They used it freely for 4 days. I watched from trail cameras as their residents crossed my bridge like it was part of their dog park. They even put up little signs pointing to it. Scenic walk access, HOA residents welcome. What they didn't realize was that my property surrounds their entire eastern border. Their only road out was now blocked for maintenance, and their only other access point was my bridge. So I made a few phone calls. First to the sheriff, then to my lawyer. Then I waited for the right moment. Operation No Exit. Early Sunday morning, I got up before sunrise, drove my ATV down to the bridge, and used my tractor to block the entrance on my side. Then I cut the power to the solar lights I installed and flipped the security camera feeds to my phone. That's when the chaos began. Around 9 a.m., HOA Karen and a group of residents came to cross. They stopped dead at the tractor, staring at it like it was a UFO. Then Karen stormed up and shouted across the river, "You can't do this! It's illegal! This bridge is part of community safety infrastructure." I calmly replied, "No, ma'am, it's part of my private property, and you are all trespassing." Oh, and I already contacted the sheriff. They were trapped. Their repaved road wasn't finished, and now the bridge was blocked from both ends. Emergency services couldn't reach them unless they hiked in from the other side of the forest. I offered to unlock the gate if they agreed to sign a document admitting they had trespassed, altered private property, and attempted to claim land without title. The fallout. 3 hours later, Sheriff Blake arrived. He'd been laughing about this over the phone already. "Karen, you're lucky Jason's more patient than I am. He could have sued you into oblivion." Turns out 3 residents on the HOA board had approved the temporary seizure of the bridge without even checking land records. They assumed it was some forgotten county asset. Guess what? My original bridge permit, blueprints, tax receipts, and maintenance records were all filed and legal. By sunset, Karen had signed the document, was hit with a $25,000 civil trespassing suit, and the HOA was fined by the county for illegal infrastructure interference. They've since built their own tiny footbridge, after applying for permits the right way. Karen, as far as I know, stepped down from the board and moved 2 months later. Moral of the story: never mess with a man who owns the only bridge out of town.